Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's official word again, and it's about that time in the season. We got 14 days left, and we're gonna be starting to push. I'm gonna start using this Eternal Tome Army, Root Rider Army. It's got 4 invis, which is a little short, but it's got 2 rage spells. You use the log launcher probably about half the time, and the troop launcher the other half of the time. And so you got the giant arrow to help out with your log launcher. This is the equipment I'm running on my king, on my queen, on my warden, and on my royal champion. And yeah, it's that time of the month again, so let's go clutch up and get a 320 today. Alright, sometimes if you hit with air, make sure your warden's on ground before you start, but we get ourselves a nice invis core base. On this one, I do gotta make sure I funnel in though, so I'm looking at I'm looking at trying to clear out this compartment. This is something that I've done on other bases of similar style, so I'm going to see if it works. I'm probably going to have to invis again. No, I'm fine with this. Okay, it'll be like one shot from the ricochet cannon. Yep, not too bad. Right here again at the 6, at 46, I'll pop this, and then she'll go invis at 40 on her own. That's the timing of how the Spirit Fox works, if you're wondering. And then 36 right here, I'll be going with another invis to try and get this spitter. Going over top of this. I don't want to get pulled in by the hook tower, but I shouldn't. That'll need like 3 seconds visible. Fox is still alive. If I can get the mortar, sure, why not? Okay, there we go. Nice. Pull her out. And then, yeah, on this one, I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get the log launcher through this. I'm going to go with the ice golem. Wall break. Oh, I wanted to use the ice golem over here. Actually, that was silly of me. Okay, but anyway, King Witches. Skeleton spell can still go in here. And I got the giant working. Nice. So since I got that invis tower triggered, I got to go right now. I want to get in before it comes back, so I want to use the ice golem right here on the minion prince plus those 2 defenses. That would have been huge value. But right now my ricochet or my log launcher just took down the invis tower, which is just huge value. So we're looking good. I'm going to use the king ability because I should use the warden right there, heading into the core. So I think I lost all my valks. But anyway, the king ability is just there to help out. A lot of time it's going to be used for cleanup, but it doesn't have to be. In this case, I wanted to use it to make sure I got down as much value as I could without him dying. This one we're rolling around. I think I used my Eternal Tome way too late right there, and that's why I don't have a crazy amount of troops left alive, but we're still going to 3-star this one pretty comfortably. We got a nice golem and a couple roots right there, plus my royal champion still with the Spirit Fox. Doing a little bit of a spirit walk right here. But yeah, I got cleanup working around the base. I should use my Eternal Tome earlier, right, because I think I lost a bunch of roots, and I really only needed to get through the core. And you noticed right there I did use the overgrowth to continue pushing my troops up, since I had to wait to see where they were going. And yeah, once I noticed they were going up, I'd rather keep them all together and going up, so that's what I did. I didn't want to invis the mono and make my troops kind of split, so that's why I used it where I did. And we're getting a comfortable 3-star in this one, swagging 3 spells. Didn't need the rocket spear either, but just cleaning it up to get in the next one. And yeah, pretty easy 3-star, and let's keep it going. I just wanted to jump in and say that, the bases I'm running are in my Discord. Today's base, doing very well. Already have 2 defenses, and I still have 2 left to go, so maybe I can get a third and get, like, plus 40 on the day, because right now I'm plus 27 at the least. So these bases are all posted in my Discord. I'm telling you guys what I'll be running, and it's doing pretty well today. We should be resetting, 5650 somewhere in there. Yeah, so that'll, little plug for the Discord. Join it. It's in my description of the video, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, into the next hit right here, we get a double rage core. This is why we're bringing the Eternal Tome. The rage bases are very popular right now, and it's very strong against them. So, yeah, looking at this one, I got to come up with a little bit of a strategy. And I don't think I want to RC charge the rage core compartment, because I can't really get that much value into it, to be honest with you. But I think I got a little bit of a plan right here. I'm going to be using the troop launcher in this one. But yeah, as long as my royal champion can get towards the ricochet cannon, that'd be nice. She's supposed to kind of set up funnel in this expo. So far, yeah, I'm going to have to redirect right there. Okay, she was going in anyways, but didn't want to, I'd rather be safe than sorry at all times. So I think she'll get that rage tower. Okay, she's on the ricochet cannon. I think I'll just pop this one at 7, because I'm not going to cycle. I just want to get the rage tower down, and then I'm happy. Nice, so I'll pull her out right here. And I'm going to be coming in straight to the rage tower, so I'm going to be using my queen right here to kind of take up mostly the side right there. Boom, nice funnel by her. And yeah, we enter right here, kind of into the fire spitter, but it means we'll be behind the other one. So I'm fine to do that right here. There's the troop launcher. There's the royal champion. I'm going to wall break in right here and try and get an ice golem in there. King Witches. Okay, I'll rage. I'm getting ready for the Warden ability. Going to be popping it right here. I don't want to do it too late this time. We're about to face the ice golems, which is a good time to use it because... Oh, I didn't get my skeleton spell down in time. Because you don't want... I'm going to overgrowth the town hall, continue everything pushing towards this rage tower. I think we're looking pretty good. I mean, there is a lot of damage on this backside, obviously, but we knew there was going to be. I'm going to rage once more to continue pushing through this high damage area. The freeze is very nice right there, and all we're really going to be left with is that town hall. There's 2 defenses around it, which is like some alright damage, but compared to this rage tower, it's not much. Just really needed to make sure I got through this compartment. So far, we're looking really good to do that. I'm going to pop my spear right here, which I really wouldn't want to, but my royal champion would go and die to the minion prince, and I don't want that, so that's why I'm using that right there. I don't have a wall breaker to get me in right here, but I don't think I really am sweating at all with, you know, the king ability to help push me around. My royal champion might not get the town hall right here, but she's going to weaken it up a lot, and then my king and queen will come finish it off. They're going to be lagging behind quite a bit, behind the rest of the army, but yeah, town hall is half health, and you know, the ice golem should freeze up fairly soon. I don't like how far behind my heroes are though. Like, they're not really going to be supporting. The ice golem's kind of wasted. The roots are all wasted, so it's not ideal right here, but you know, I think the spiky ball should go into the base, to be honest with you. So I'm going to hit it right here on the wizard tower because it will kill the ricochet cannon, or the town hall. Yep, there we go. Queen should finish off the ricochet cannon, and then I'm just going to make sure this archer tower can't hit my headhunter by jamming it up with a couple of these super barbs. So that's what I'm going to do right here. Get the headhunter in. Yep, not super clean. Yeah, I would have wished my queen could have joined in with the troops, because instead she walked all the way around. And maybe still I could have popped my warden ability maybe a little bit earlier. I think I lost all my Valks right away going into the spitter and the rage tower. So, you know what? We did all right, though. Got the 3-star, and let's keep rolling. All right. Into the next one here. And very interesting base. There's a lot of, you know, value by that fire spitter. Can't charge one of these corners because with the Giga Bomb right here, I don't know what's in that other compartment. Don't like it, though. But there is a lot of decorations around this Giga Bomb. So it tells me there's nothing but the Giga Bomb over there. Which might not be too bad, to be honest with you. I'm just thinking, if I get that, what else can I get? I think I'm going to go for that approach. So I'm going to charge this Giga Bomb. I've done an approach similar to this many times. The only reason I'm actually doing it right here is because I know there's no traps but the Giga Bomb and maybe a giant bomb next to the gear tower, but that's not too much. So should be after this wizard tower we go in. I got a redirect ready. It'll be kind of be perfect timing because there's my 6 timed invis, and then here we go. We're going to hit the Giga Bomb. But I'm fine with that. I was accepting of that. She should still go to the gear tower right here. Nice, which is just awesome. I could use another invis, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Beautiful. So we take that down. And the plan right here is to get the log launcher mostly just to open up the core. So yeah, that's why I'm using it right here. It's just going to go in, get the fire spitters is the plan for it. Yeah, I'm going to use my queen right here to kind of funnel this outside. I'm trying to use the ice golem to just tank as well. So the giant can preserve a little bit of HP. I'm hoping the fire spitter doesn't hit my log launcher, but it might. Yeah, I think I placed it a little bit wrong, but I wanted to go get the core and the fire spitters. That's kind of the idea right here. So we're rolling around. I should get a lot of kind of a push right here into the town hall. I got a lot of troops. My king, I think, was definitely a little bit early because he's going to get kind of cooked right here. Warden's moving around. There's the warden ability just because everything was going to start to split, and I wanted to get these headhunters to take down both the heroes right there. So my king, yeah, was definitely just a touch too early because he took like half his health right there, but he did set the funnel, so it was, you know, pretty close to well timed. I want to see, it doesn't look like we're quite going to get down this spitter yet. We're not in a good spot to take it down, so I'll just overgrowth it because I don't want it shooting at my troops this whole time. We should be rolling nicely around the base right here. Of course, there's a couple Tesla out there. But my RC might be around this multi-inferno, which is perfect for when the overgrowth expires because we're going to be kind of just exactly between them both, and can use my royal champion ability to get through the spitters. So that's my plan right here. So far I'm walking pretty nicely. She's looking alright. I got the invis right here. I can't let her die. Just got it off in time. I got the queen as well, and we'll see what we can do. I'm going to wall break in the king, and I've got the freeze for this monolith. My royal champion, no point trying to save the queen right here. She's just beating on the wall. I want to take down this wizard tower and funnel my RC into the base. Right here, I'm going to pop the king ability to just continue to tank in here. Freeze the monolith, not to let it hit my royal champion. She's just got to get through this fire spitter, which is the more healthy one. I think the one on the other side I'd already done damage to. But at this point, my king's got Phoenix. so it won't be able to finish me off. And I've got archers cleaning up, so not incredibly clean on this one. The log launcher didn't do too much. It just got a multi-inferno, and it died to the fire spitter, so maybe I should have put it a little bit more to the left right here to help out with the multi, but stay away from the spitter. But nonetheless, a 3 star is a 3 star. My king was a little early as well, and yeah, we'll move on to the... Alright, not using the poison is also a little bit different. Most people don't do that, but yeah, I found it's been working so far. The double rage has been the, more of the MVP. So this one, not really liking how, where everything is on this one. Don't think I'll go for an approach that I've tried before. Yeah, there really just is so much damage. I think I'm going to try an RC charge just around this town hall right here. Shouldn't be too baited because there's not really that much value, but if I could go in and get a scatter shot, I'd be more than happy. I might take a town hall shot. We'll see what my RC is visible for after this one. I think I'm going to double cycle to not take the shot. So there's the first invis at 3, and then or 7, sorry, and then the next one right here at 3. And yeah, I'd be more than happy to get this multi-archer tower, so I'm going to pop this invis right here. I don't want to take this shot from the crusher mortar, so I'm just going to try and take this builder hut. 2 shots, boom, and we're out. Okay, very, very good right there. I'm going to be using the troop launcher on this one. Somebody coming in right here. Get all the Valks right in. Healer's got to come in early enough that I don't just die. Queen ability is going to try and snipe the air defenses to set a nice funnel. Okay, we got the sweeper that was facing us. That's actually awesome. Troop launcher comes in. There's the Royal Champion. The healers are on the roots, which is awesome because they're the only things taking damage right now. So far, really good approach. I even got the Ice Golem to actually come in this time. So we're looking amazing right here. The only thing is that my king's probably going to die. He's taking a crap ton of damage. There's the Warden ability because everything was kind of weak, and I'll be pushing into the opposite fire spitter. But that's okay. I'm going into everything, so I'm more than happy to use the spells. I'm going to pop this overgrowth on the far side right here to continue my troops to go down towards the town hall, since that's where they already are pathing, other than my Royal Champion, obviously, but the rest of my troops. I'll rage up right here as the Yetis and Roots are going to be fighting the enemy queen. There they go. I'm hoping some of the Yeti right here can get her down. I'm not sure if it will, though. Yeah, it did. Nice. Okay, we got the town hall down as well. That baby dragon was bad because it's right into an air defense. My Royal Champion is kind of my only thing left that deals crazy damage. And is she going to go invisible? No. So she's going to be fighting this last kind of compartment. I'm waiting for this multi to go down. There's my freeze. I'll get the skeleton spell onto this Expo, trying to build up as many skeletons as I can to really tank right here. But we got the roots. I think we've got the power to get through this one. Yeah, we do. The roots and giants will come through with the warden. So we'll get another triple. Once again, not that overkill, but we set a good funnel and we kind of crushed through this one. So, I mean, a 3 star is a 3 star. We've been looking pretty good, to be honest. Like, that's not that close either. So, big 3 star right here. And yeah, let's just get another one. Alright, hopping into the next one. And this base is actually very interesting, to be honest. It's not symmetrical, which is not something you always run into. Just looking at the fire spitters right here because I don't really want to go into one of them. But what can I do? I think what I'm looking at right here is a pretty good plan. Yeah, I'm going to try it out. So I'm going to try and RC charge this cannon and expo section. Here's my invis. I think I'm going troop launcher as well. But I'd like to get into that expo, so I'm ready to redirect. There's another Tesla there is. Okay, good thing I said I was ready for it, right? Here's another invis. We should get down that inferno pretty easily. The Teslas were there just to pull me around, and they didn't do their job because I was ready for it. So, that's always great that what the defender was planning for didn't work. And yeah, I think I'm going to enter right here. I think I'll get a great value skeleton spell, which is why I think this is going to be an awesome approach. I'm actually going to get the queen ability right here to kind of funnel me in. There's the Valks. They were actually a little slow. Troop launcher in right here. There's the queen. And what I'm trying to do is kind of push around this ring. Oh, there's the Apprentice Warden. Don't want to forget him. But yeah, I'm going to get the Ice Golem and the king right here. We're pushing through a little weak, to be honest. I think all my Valks just died, but we're still going to go with the plan. There's the overgrowth to push me around to the left. I'm not going to try and use any spells on my Royal Champion. There we go. We're rolling around decently so far. The Royal Champion's about to get into some heavy damage, but this is where I got a couple Yetis as well with my troops, so I don't have any Valks alive, but there's still a decent amount of force because of how much those Yetis can really do. So I'm going to get a nice freeze right here onto the Minion Prince and Gear Tower, since that is a lot of damage. I'm going to Rage and Warden ability right here as everything became out of the Overgrowth. I think that was just beautiful timing. Really nice patience on that ability. I'm going to pop the Royal Champion because she's going to get the Spitter and Scatter right here, which just leaves that outer ring of defenses left. So that's why I'm using that, and maybe she can funnel back towards the troops. We'll see. She might be gone right here, but I do have an Invis spell for her. So as soon as she kind of goes up right here, I'm going to Invis the Queen, or onto her on the Queen, see if she can get it down. Don't have any more abilities, but I do have a nice Rage spell, and both my King and Queen alive. So that wall break was not good at all, but oh, never mind, my King's dead, so I got my Queen alive, which is my only thing left. But I'll Rage right here, because as long as I get through the Monolith, we're 3-starring this base. We got to get through the Archer Tower and Wizard Tower, so 2 Barbs, 3 Archers, everything's going in right there. We hit the Giant Bombs, so we're not going to get it down with our troops that we placed, but the rest of the army comes through, and we get another triple. You know, honestly, decent RC charge for using 3 Invis. We got 3 very key defenses and set up a very nice funnel. I had the Overgrowth in mind to keep me pushing around the base. The plan worked to perfection, and once again, we got another 3-star. Okay, here we go with a really good Invis Rage core. Looking at this one, I could use my heroes to funnel out the corner right there very easily, so I'm expecting that Monolith compartment to be very baited. I might go into this Expo and multi-Archer Tower compartment. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go in pretty heavy right here. I'm going to start on this mortar to push me into the other mortar next. That's my plan right here. And then go into the Wizard Tower. So I dropped the Invis a little farther forward, as you see, so that it will carry over to the Wizard Tower. That's just something you'll learn. It's kind of tough to do, to be honest. But I'm just going to redirect to be safe. I want to get that Expo. And I had enough Invis right here to go in with the redirect, so I did, to be safe. Because if that went the wrong way, that would have messed up my whole plan. And for one Invis, you know, it shouldn't be that close. If it's one Invis's fault that I failed this, it's not, right? There's nothing I did wrong. So I'll recall right here before taking too much damage. And I think what I'm going to try and do on this one is I'm going to go in pretty heavy into this compartment. I'm still using the troop launcher, but I'm thinking my Queen, I wanted to hit that Dark Elixir drill. So there it is. I'll wall break right here. There it is. Okay, I'm going in right here with the Roots. Ice Golem comes in. There's the King and Witches. There's the Ice Golem. Nice. Just gets in front right there. Royal Champion comes in. I don't know if I'm getting this funnel. Oh, I didn't use the arrow onto the Invis Tower. That was very stupid of me. That's the whole purpose of the arrow. I kind of forget about that sometimes just because you kind of crush through these bases so easily. But yeah, going to pop the Warden ability right here. There's the freeze onto the Invis Tower. Trying to really push myself into this one, but we're not doing that too well. I'm going to have to use the Overgrowth right here onto the Invis Tower. Just caught it in time. We're rolling around the base. I'm going to use a really nice Skelly spell, though. That's really good value. I don't know if we're going to 3-star this one because we just did not use our Giant Arrow properly at all. I don't know how I forgot about what I needed to do with it, but I just did. I didn't even think about the Invis Tower in the core. I just thought it was going to be so easy, 3-star, forgot all about it. But we're still rolling around with a decent force, and we're going to be behind the Fire Spitter, which isn't that bad at all, to be honest with you. I'm going to use my Spear right here because it will trigger... Actually, never mind. I was going to say it will trigger the Invis Tower, but the stuff in the core is going to. You see it walking in right there. It'll do enough damage to get it triggered. There it is. So when it comes back, I'll probably Spear, Rage, do all of that jazz. The Ice Golem's actually huge for that, right there. And yeah, I'm actually going to let my RC kind of continue rolling, letting her aura do work. And then yeah, right here probably is when I'm about to... My Queen will roll in as well with my Root Riders just behind them, a second late kind of. And yeah, as she does, I'll Rage up right here onto the Roots, Queen, and then not the Spears, but the RC actually herself as she walks forward right here. There it is. And you know what? For even attacking this base very poorly and not the right way at all, which would have made it really easy, I didn't set up a good funnel, so I actually wrapped around the Town Hall nicely, and we still get the 3-star. Alright, we're hopping into the next one. Okay, we got the Invis Rage Core again. This time I want to make sure I trigger the Invis Tower. This outside looks very good for a skeleton spell, so I might try and use it right there. It's going to be a tough Royal Champion charge through this whole section, to be honest with you. It's pretty heavy over there, but I'm going to try and get this multi-Archer Tower, Expo, maybe the other multi-Archer Tower. I just see the Giga Bomb in this Fire Spitter compartment, which usually tells me the Tornadoes in the other one. It's not always, like this corner might be baited. There's so many spots for Giant Bombs. But regardless, I want to set the funnel right here. I'm going to risk it. She goes for a little bit of a run right here. She loses the fox also. This is not good at all. I'm going to have to recall her after this builder hatch. She didn't get any value. Didn't set the funnel at all. So what I'm going to try and do right here is I'm going to use the giant arrow, like I said, to, funnel this off. Hit the core this time. King, queen. Pushing directly in right here. And we'll see if my idea is to... I should have got a nice golem in there, though, because my king's going to get absolutely wrecked. But my idea is to overgrowth this side, push me straight into the core, and as long as I did that well enough, we should kind of just cruise through the base, because it is a good base for my army. If I can get into that core, it should be real easy. So we're going to be trying our best just to get into the core. That is the be-all, end-all of this attack right here. There's the warden ability in time this time. My world champion needed it since she was going to die to the enemy queen, and I actually got my Valks in there, so that's also great. I'm going to freeze the raged up stuff. It's not the fire spitter facing me, but it's the raged up defenses that I think were actually doing more damage. The expo is on my queen, which does kind of suck right there, but I'm going to use the world champion ability and rage to try and let this stuff, the Yeti right there, really get in front of my RC. I used the rage to let it run faster. That was kind of the key right there. We're rolling around the base decently right here. We're behind the fire spitter with my queen, so she'll get some value. The royal champion's still getting some right here, and I'm going to use these barbs to tank for her. I probably didn't need all three, but it looks like we're still going to get the 3-star, to be honest. I had the worst royal champion charge of my life, but I got into the core with the warden ability, which was really crucial, and then I had a very nice overgrowth just to path me into the core, and yeah, we're going to get the 3-star right here, honestly pretty convincingly. Like, 3 heroes still alive, a nice golem, and a root or two. Not too bad at all. Very nice considering how that attack opened up. That's adjusting on the fly right there, and that's, I'm very proud of that. That's not something that's very easily done, so we'll take that 3-star and get into 1. Alright, here we go. The attack for 320. We got a double rage core. This one is going to be crucial to get my warden ability straight through that core, obviously, and I'm not sure the best way to do that yet. I think I want to funnel this kind of bottom corner. Yeah, I want to push myself into that core, but I don't know how I'm going to get into the town hall then. I think I want to leave some of that stuff up. So what I'm going to try and do is get my RC expo towards ricochet cannon is my idea right here. Maybe there's a log launcher on this base. I couldn't really find the best approach for it, so I'm just going to stick to this one, trying to push my stuff into the core, how I think's the best pathing. Right here, another invis at 6. I'm hoping to go to the bomb tower. Nice, we do. Okay, perfect. So far, everything's going according to plan. She shouldn't target the king yet. Nice. And right here, another invis at 6. Takes another spirit fox shot, which means probably after the invis I shouldn't. I should be invisible. Nice, okay. And I'll just use this one at 7 once again to just not worry about taking any damage and just get down to Multi Inferno. So far, that's looking really nice. Almost use the overgrowth instead of the recall right there. But yeah, here comes the real test. How much can I do with my funnel? There's my queen ability. There's my king and witches. Really just using everything to go to the right here and push everything into the core. My king almost went this way, so I'm glad he didn't, and he did end up going up. So here we go. Troop launchers in. The Valks are all in. There's my royal champion in. So now we're good. Gonna wall break right here. Didn't even go where I wanted for my king, but all good. There's not much left around this base, so we're really just going straight into the core nicely. Incoming Valks. And yeah, I'm probably going to pop this warden ability in a second, right about there, as we start to engage the other side rage tower. The royal champions right here is taking down the rocket loons, which is nice, and going to the town hall, which is super awesome. Using the overgrowth once again to kind of control my pathing, push me back this direction. We're going into the fire spitter, but I've got, I think, what it takes to control it right here. Just giant, probably every root rider alive, it looks like. I'm going to pop the spear right here just to continue taking down these top defenses with no struggle, and it looks like this one's going to be a really nice triple and easy 320. We're yeah, getting my royal champion to clean up top. Gonna need some support though, since only got a couple archers. Gonna be using the skeleton spell, which might have been a hair late because I might have been able to tank the scatter shot, but we're taking the ricochet cannon, which is the important part. And I'm not even gonna use this rage because I don't want to have to donate it again. So yeah, we're gonna walk through this base really easily. One barb should be able to take down that wizard tower. Never mind, the archer tower is also there. But yeah, so many yetis, so many barbs. I think I have every Valk alive actually right here too. Just 3 went down to the spring trap, but yeah, we're overkilling this base. So a very nice 3-star on kind of an interesting base. And that'll do it for the 320. Really awesome as we continue to push to the end of the season. This is what we need to be doing, and loving the 320 today. I really appreciate you guys' support once again. I really hope you blow up this video. Give it the support it deserves. I also, once again, wanted to say 2 defenses already, and I still have 2 more defenses to go. So we'll be going plus 27 minimum, but hopefully we can get another defense and maybe go plus 40 or something like that. So these bases are in my Discord, as I mentioned before. But yeah, without further ado, that'll do it for today's video. So I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.